Hey guys, this is Tommy with FHA Loan Texas.com, where we are your source for everything FHA. Anyways, I wanted to go into a little tutorial today of the newest program that just came out by HUD about a month ago called the FHA Back to Work program. This program is really neat and it's helping a lot of people, but there's a little confusion on it, so I wanted to dig into a little bit and just kind of give the rundown of it. So the things we're going to cover are what it is. A lot of people don't know what it is yet, and it's very important that everybody understands the intricacies of it. It's not just an open shut case, as is no mortgage program these days. So we're going to go into that. We're going to figure out how it works and kind of just some of the things that surround it. Another thing we're going to find out is what's needed to qualify. So there are certain guidelines to it. It's not, again, just a cookie cutter type of program, so we're going to dig into that. And then it's not going to last forever, so we're going to find out also when it ends. Call it the expiration date, if you will. So let's get into it. All right, what are the very first things? What is it? All right, so what the FHA Back to Work program covers and who it's pretty much designed for is people that have kind of, I don't know, hit a rough patch here in the past few years with the economy not being so great. The job market has been a little bit tough, so a lot of people have kind of fallen behind on a few things due to pretty much what we're going to get into here in a little bit. Now, by meaning a little rough patch, what that translates to in terms of this program is if you've had a foreclosure, if you've had a short sale, or sale, or you've had to do a deed in lieu, I think that's spelled right, of a foreclosure. So those three things we're gonna kind of dig into a little bit more, but those are the basic things when we're kind of like talking about a rough patch here. So again, this is designed for people that kind of fall into that category. It's also designed for people that are either you're looking to either buy a house or to refinance the one you own with FHA. So that's pretty much what it is in a nutshell. So now let's kind of take a look and dig into how it works. So how it works. So basically the way HUD describes this is it has to, the whole thing just revolves around what they call an economic event. And what an economic event is if you have either lost your job or have had a loss in income. So that's what they call an economic event. Now, just kind of going over the job and income part, one of the kickers with a program that you have to understand is you must have had at least a 20% drop in household income. And household, that means everybody in the house, which means the gross income of the person slash applicant slash borrower plus the income of anyone else living in the house. So for example, if you're a father and you have a daughter and your daughter was living in the house and you lost your job while she was still living in your house and she had a job making money, her income is going to be used to calculate the 20% drop in household income. That trips up a lot of people, and the reason I waited to give you the second point here, and what the second point is very simple. The waiting period has been reduced. So basically, if you've had a foreclosure a short sale or a deed in lieu. Who knows if I'm spelling that again correctly. But instead of 3 years, it is now 1 year. So before, if you had a foreclosure, short sale, or deed in lieu on your credit, you could not apply for an FHA loan. And now with the FHA Back to Work program, that's been reduced just to 1 year. So that's going to open up a lot of doors and opportunities for a lot of people that couldn't qualify for the program before. Or I'm sorry, to either buy a house or to refinance before. So that's pretty much the biggest highlight from it. So let's get into the qualifications of it. Now, this is just a normal FHA loan. It's nothing different in terms of the basic qualifications. So in terms of credit score, job history. Now, the job history is going to be a little bit different, obviously, because the whole program is kind of based around someone losing their job and income. So as long as it just has to be properly documented, that's all. And then the down payment requirements they're all the same. So not any huge changes there. So one of the new guidelines on this program in specific is that you have to show that you've made your payments on time for at least 12 months before you losing your job. So so you have to show that you've made your payments on time 12 months before the so-called economic event happened. So make sure you jot that down, because you're definitely going to have to to qualify with that. Another thing is that you're going to have to show and document that you lost your job and your income. So job and income. And then so the way that works is either by way of verification of employment from your employer, or a written termination notice would work. Another thing, if for some reason the company is shut down, just any proof that the business isn't up and running anymore. So we would just need something like that. And then if you've been receiving unemployment income, you would just have to show proof that you're receiving that. So proof of unemployment income. And then one of the final things that you're going to have to show is that you've taken a 1-hour course of housing counseling at least 30 days before you apply. So that's going to be another requirement as well that you need to note. So just a quick recap: all the same, credit, job history, down payment, all the same. You must show that you made your payments on time for 12 months before you lost your job. And then in terms of losing your job, just the basic documentation to prove that you've lost it. So obviously this whole thing has to be documented. And then as well as the 1-hour course of housing counseling that you must take before, at least a month before you apply. So keep all this stuff in mind. So the final point that we're going to cover is, so how long is this program going to last? I mean, it's definitely a really good program, but good things don't always last forever. So this program was implemented on August 15th, so about a month or two ago of this year, and it's going to last until September 30th of 2016. So that gives you a good three-year window if you're looking to take opportunity of this program. And to jump on it if bad things happened to you a few years ago. So it's definitely something to take into consideration, and hopefully it comes out better for you in the long run. And it is, because this is, FHA has always been good about taking care of when things go south. I mean, FHA has been around since the 1930s, and they always step in to help out homeowners. And honestly, the past 3-4 years, if it wasn't for FHA, I mean, this economy would be a lot worse than it is now. So they're doing the right thing, and they're setting the right expectations and guidelines on this type of thing. So it's definitely a good program in my opinion. So just to close everything off, if you guys still have questions or want to get in touch with me, just click on the link below, and I'll be more than happy to answer anything for you guys. But hopefully you learned something from this little short tutorial, and have yourself a good rest of your day. Thank you.